Welcome to GRUNG TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Welcome back to GRUNG TV. Our news source understands that a post-mortem has confirmed that 20-year-old accounting clerk KHANICE Jackson was strangled to death. The result of the autopsy was made available a few days ago to investigators. Jackson's family members have reportedly been informed of the development. The police had reported last week that it suspected that Ms. Jackson was strangled. The 50-year-old mechanic, Robert Fowler, remained in custody this morning in connection with Ms. Jackson's murder. Fowler is to appear in court on Friday. KHANICE Jackson was brutally murdered and her body found in Portmore, St. Catherine 2 weeks ago. The police say Fowler has given a caution statement confessing to the crime. The gun that was seized from high-profile incarcerated dancehall entertainer Tamale Sparta has been linked to at least 2 murders. The murders occurred in the corporate area. The firearm has also been connected to 3 cases of shooting with intent. High-level law enforcement sources told our news source center projectiles and cartridge casings recovered from the scene of the murders and shootings have been linked to the illegal firearm seized from Lee's waistband. The results were disclosed recently when the firearm was subjected to ballistic tests, where the Integrated Ballistic Identification System (IBIS) machine was used. The technology provides a single system capable of comparing ballistic evidence found at crime scenes. Tamale Sparta recently pleaded guilty to illegal possession of firearm and ammunition and was sentenced to 3 years. The dancehall entertainer was arrested last December after he was found with a firearm along Holborn Road in New Kingston. He was held by members of the Police Special Weapons and Tactics SWAT Division. Investigations into the entertainer continue. Over the years, the police have accused Lee of being the leader of the Sparta gang, which is primarily based in Western Jamaica. The dancehall entertainer has denied the allegation. Are now in police custody following the shooting death of a bus conductor and construction worker in his home in Christian Pen, Portmore in St. Catherine on Easter Monday. Dead is 27-year-old Shatis Hall. The police said the identities of the arrested men are being withheld pending further investigations. Reports are that about 8 p.m., Hall was at home when he was called outside by gunmen who opened fire, hitting him several times. He was then taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The 3 men were taken into custody following the incident, the police said. The police have charged 17 of 18 people arrested in Westmoreland yesterday during the all-island lockdown, which seeks to curtail the spread of COVID-19. The 7 people who were charged with breaches under the Disaster Risk Management Act and the Road Traffic Act has been identified as 24-year-old Zavon Mazline, otherwise called Hoggy, a fisherman of Snapper Drive, Whitehall, Negril. 26-year-old Romario Howdy, otherwise called Monty, a decor man of Whitehall, Negril. 20-year-old Ricardo Scarlett, otherwise called Kaka, of Snapper Drive, Whitehall, Negril. 25-year-old K1 Matnish of Lily Crescent, Whitehall, Negril. 27-year-old Shanna K. Reed, otherwise called Pepper, of Norman Manley Boulevard. 27-year-old Chanel Samuels, otherwise called Shrimpy, a nail tech of Causeway Grange Hill. And 24-year-old Kerryanne Brown, otherwise called Toots, of Causeway Grange Hill, and all in Westmoreland. According to the police, between the hours of 4 p.m. yesterday and midnight, a curfew enforcement operation was conducted, during which coordinated vehicular checks were set up along Grange Hill Square, Long Square, Tollgate, and Stewart Main Road and other surrounding communities in Westmoreland. The police said a total of 105 vehicles along with 153 people were stopped and checked, and 15 breaches of the Road Traffic Act were detected. 7 tickets were also issued and 2 motorcycles were seized, the police said. The police continue to urge Jamaicans to report illegal gatherings scheduled to take place during the island-wide curfews in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Monday's killing of the main suspect in the murder of the police constable Jermaine Bennett of Gregory Park, Portmore, has been greeted as welcome news to the family of the slain cop, but they say the agony of their loss has not subsided. Eugene Barrett, mother of deceased constable, speaking from London, told her news source that she was happy to hear that one of her son's suspect killers has been stopped in his tracks. I feel much better because I can't sleep at night since him killed my son. I will sleep better tonight, but that still won't bring back my son, Barrett said on Monday evening. I just keep hearing his voice. I know it is God keeping me. Lots of prayers. The first day I heard the news, it was like the top of my head lifted coffin off. Barrett said she and her daughter will be traveling to Jamaica to pay their final respect. Monique Tyrrell, a sister of Bennett, praised the police for hunting down one of her brother's alleged killers and said she would be fully relieved when the other perpetrators are caught. I am feeling happy with the news so far, really happy that they caught one of them, but the pain is unbearable, she said. Tyrrell said she had warned her brother about visiting certain communities. I don't know what get into him, that he went there without proper protection. I don't know when I will get over this, she said. Bennett was reportedly unharmed. The main suspect was killed in an alleged shootout with the police in Waterford, Portmore, about 4:30 p.m. 2 firearms were seized. The police has not yet released the identity of the dead man. The suspect has been on police radar for quite some time for murders committed in the parish. Bennett, 36, was shot and killed by assailants last Wednesday night when he went to visit his 5-week-old daughter in Gregory Park. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson visited the family on Good Friday to offer condolences. Murder has increased by 10% in the St. Catherine South Division, where Gregory Park is located. There were 34 murders between January 1st and March 30 this year, 3 more than the corresponding period in 2020. The grieving family of 78-year-old Joycelyn Gordon, the retired farmer whose decomposed body was found in a section of her from Birdnut Walk community in St. Elizabeth on Saturday, is still puzzled as to circumstances under which she died. Gordon, affectionately called Pinky, was last seen alive in her community on March 14, and a report made at the Magati police station. Family members and concerned residents of the community carried out several searches in and around the area, fearing that something untoward had happened to the senior citizen. Shortly after 8 a.m. last Saturday, a farmer's suspicion was aroused by an odor coming from a cluster of bushes adjacent to a pineapple farm. When he went to investigate, he stumbled upon the decomposed body of the missing woman. Gordon's body was found in a prone position in bushes. It was clad in a dress but no underwear. When our news source visited the community yesterday, several relatives of the deceased were struggling to come to terms with Gordon's death, with many unanswered questions lingering in the air. She was very jovial, kind, loving and energetic person, and she loved people very much. Her death is still a puzzle to everyone, said Tony Levy, one of Gordon's cousins. Pinky and me are members of the same Emmanuel Christian Fellowship Church. The day when she went missing, everybody get concerned because she didn't come to church, and she's a lady who loves her church, continued Levy. We searched all over the place for days, and when we do find her body, she never have on no shoes, no underwear. For tell you the truth, the entire thing looks suspicious, at Levy. Daisy Gordon told her news source that Gordon, her auntie, was well loved throughout the community, and the news of her death came as a shock to everyone. I am not assuming anyone, but my auntie's death is very suspicious, and we want the police to carry out their investigations, and if she was murdered, we want the person to be brought to justice, Daisy said. We as family members are especially concerned that she was found without any underwear on, and that is very odd. It is also very strange that after Pinky disappeared, her house was found wide open, with her personal belongings left unprotected. She would never do such a thing, added Denise. In the meantime, a police investigator told her news source that despite the fact that no immediate evidence sign of violence was detected at the site where the body was found, they are not ruling out foul play. They are now awaiting post-mortem results to determine the cause of death.